Hi guys, welcome to nutrition. This will be our last class. I did want to have basically a recording to go ahead and show you guys some information before we end the course. Okay, this class is going to be about understanding caloric needs and BMI and using the USDA website. So this is the USDA National Agricultural Library webpage. It is over human nutrition and food safety. And this is basically your DRI calculator for healthcare professionals. So today, basically, we're going to explore how to calculate our daily caloric intake needs using this website. And just to specify, as future chefs, understanding nutrition helps us make healthier recipes and meet dietary guidelines for our clients or any customers that you guys do have. Okay. Our key points here is that nutrition is part of culinary science. Caloric intake means that you are getting energy for your body, which it needs on a daily basis. Okay. And we'll also discuss what BMI means and how it relates to health. So, let me just give you some key points here. What are calories? Calories are units of energy. Our body needs them to perform every function from breathing to to baking a cake, okay? And the number of calories each person needs depends on several factors. Some of the key points and the factors that we need is that calories will always equal energy. Factors affecting these type of needs can be a lot of things and it can vary at certain parts of our lives. So the things that can affect it is age, our gender, our weight, height, and also the activity levels that we have on a daily basis. So using this website, which is the USDA website, provides a simple online tool called My Plate Plan to estimate your daily caloric needs. And let's walk through how to use it. Okay. So first, you're going to be going to this website. And I can also link it to you guys and send it to you on Teams or through the email that I will be sending out. And the following steps here is that you're going to be scrolling down. Here on the bottom, it's going to give you some information about BMI, estimated daily caloric needs, and also your recommended intakes for your macronutrients, water, vitamins, minerals, and it is all based on DRI data. Okay, so you will be entering here your age. Okay, also if you're male or female. I'm going to scroll down. Since I am female, it is going to also ask if the female is pregnant or breastfeeding at this time. This is super important information because if a mom is breastfeeding, the daily caloric needs do need to go up. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down here. We're going to go ahead and add our height and feet in inches. So let me just go ahead and add that information in. And here at the very bottom, you're going to put in the weight of the individual and an activity level. Activity level is very important. If you're a person that's always walking, you're in the kitchen, you're standing around, you're moving a lot. If you have at least 7,000 to 10,000 steps a day, I would say active. For me, I'm very active. I do work out every day, so I can go ahead and submit that. For if you want to put inactive, that means that you're sedentary, meaning that you do sit all day. There's not a lot of movement, so just FYI. I'm going to go ahead and click submit. It'll go ahead and generate the information for you. Okay. Okay, so here we are. We're going down. This is the results. Okay. The DRI amounts are set at levels to meet the nutrient requirement for almost all healthy people. Okay. Each reference values refers to an average daily nutrient intake. Some deviation around the average value is expected over a numbers of days, and in most cases, nutrient amounts derived from day to day intake and may vary, okay, without ill effect. So, foods provide a variety of nutrients and other components that have healthful effects, okay, especially giving you longevity. So, when you guys scroll down here, this is the information that I entered, okay? And all of you at home, if you're viewing this at home and you have a couple of minutes, go ahead and try the website. Check it out so that you can go ahead and input your data, or you can use this on, some of your siblings or your family members, and then you can go ahead and have them generate this information for you, okay? You can always click the begin new calculation if you like. But when you scroll down, basically, it's going to give me my BMI index. Okay, so here I am at a 27.5. My estimated daily caloric needs is going to be 2,652 kcals per day. So one thing that to point out very important is that these kcals per day are the calories that I will be needing on a daily basis to maintain the weight that I currently have. Okay. So at any point, if you do want to make some lifestyle changes and you do want to lose some weight, please make sure that you talk to a professional. You can seek a dietitian, you can talk to your doctor. But typically they will reduce that estimated daily caloric needs and go ahead and drop it down by a little bit to go ahead and kind of see some progress. Okay. When you scroll down, you will see the daily recommended macronutrient intake. Remember, we always talked about macronutrients during class, and I mentioned that those are very, very important because those are the bigger amounts of nutrients that our body will need on a daily basis. So there we do have carbohydrates, we do have total fiber. For me, for example, for carbohydrates, I will be needing 298 grams to a variation of 431 grams. Total fiber, I'll be needing about 37 grams per day. When it comes to protein, here I have about 58 grams of protein per day. When it comes to fat, I will be needing 59 to a variation of 103 grams. Okay. Here's some further information about fatty acids. You guys can go ahead and take a look at that. Something that I really appreciate is that there's a lot of people that always ask, well, how much water intake do I need on a daily basis? Well, guess what? This website will go ahead and provide that information for you. So here you will be scrolling down and seeing here that my total water, the amount that I do need is about 11 cups per day, which is equal out to an estimated 2.7 liters per day. Okay. When you guys go down here, we're going to be dropping to the daily recommended vitamin intake. So remember, those are my micronutrients that we will be needing. So I love that it lists the vitamins. Here's our vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and there's just a variation. Here's our B vitamins. They're super important. When you scroll down, it also goes into our minerals. Our minerals are, of course, very essential. And so we have some here, calcium, chloride, we have fluoride, iron, magnesium. Remember, sodium is very important. We have to make sure if those of us who have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, those are things that we need to make sure that we kind of take care of and we stay within range. Okay. We go further down. Here's some non-essential mineral intakes that we also need. But the most important thing that I want to share with you guys is why knowing caloric needs matters. So the reason why it matters is because, of course, as chefs, knowing caloric needs helps us plan meals that are balanced and that meet dietary guidelines, especially when cooking. When you guys are going to be out there in the service industry and you're going to be working as chefs, you'll end up probably in schools, hospitals, or you'll have clients, especially those of you that want to become private chefs. That's an amazing job. And being a private chef, let me tell you, most of the people that you'll be working for could probably be athletes or anyone that probably has a specific dietary need and specific goals. So you guys do need to be aware of these things, okay? Some more important key points that I want to share is that it also prevents overeating and undereating. It helps in menu planning and portion control, as well as supports healthy weight management. That's very important. And then I wanted to scroll up and kind of share a little bit of information about BMI. I know we had a short assignment about BMI, but I do want to share with you that BMI is a number that estimates body fat based on height and weight. It is not a perfect measure, but it helps identify general health categories, okay? And the formula will always be weight in kilograms divided by height in meters squared, okay? Um, there is an online BMI calculator. I can go ahead and kind of look that up for you guys real quick and see if I can look it up here. Let me see, put BMI calculator. By the USDA, that is the one that I shared with you guys. Here it is, adult BMI calculator. They do have one for children. You can see it here. It has a child and teen BMI calculator, but the one that I sent over for you guys was specifically for adults. Okay. Um, Let me go real quick over this part. When it comes to the categories for BMI, let me just go ahead and put my information here so that it gives me some information. We can go over it together real quick. I really love this these type of websites. So these are the categories that I'm talking about. We have BMI category. There's going to be a few. We have underweight, okay, which is below 18.5, which is the BMI range. We also have healthy weight, 18.5 to 24.9. We have overweight, which is 25.0 to 29.9. And we also have obesity. Obesity is 30, point 0 or greater. After obesity, there is a few categories that is obesity 1, obesity 2, and 3. Okay, it doesn't list it here, but I have seen them in the clinics when I was doing my dietetic internship. Um, but basically, these are an important range. And again, this does not take into account any muscle mass that you specifically have in your body. So, those of you that lift weights, do not worry. But again, this is something that dietitians, doctors, nurses will go ahead and be using. Okay. Applying this in culinary practice, in our kitchens, understanding caloric needs and BMI helps us develop menus for different populations, from active athletes to hospital patients. Okay. Examples of this would be maybe designing a 1,800 calorie menu for weight maintenance, okay, to have that person maintain their weight. Or maybe adjusting recipes to meet a 2,200 calorie plan. Or even balancing portions and ingredients for a nutrient-rich meal. So a lot of you made those wonderful meals last week for your final. And I think a lot of you did an amazing job, and hats off to you. You guys were very creative. Um, and I think the food was amazing. And I think all of you really dig deep into nutrition, and I thought you all did a wonderful job. Okay. Just a summarization about today, what we've learned. We learned how to use basically the myplate.gov website, which is it's all entailed here. You guys can also, let me just go ahead and click on this. It takes you to the website. This website's super amazing. I do want to stress that this is a wonderful place to go ahead and go and, look at lifestyle changes, look at resources. There's also resources for professionals. And if you want to look at recipes, they are always going to have recipes available for you. Another cool tip is that they have this, which is also kind of like a helpful guide to help people when they're shopping and they want to stay on a budget, but they also want to eat healthy. So I think that's wonderful as well. If you scroll down here, they have some information for families, and they also have recipe of the month. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Right now, the recipe of the month, this looks amazing. This is pumpkin ricotta stuffed shells. But they do share recipes. They do share videos with you guys, cookbooks. You guys can save recipes if you want to. You can definitely create an account with them. And I believe they also have an app. Okay. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this class. And if you guys ever do have any, um, any questions about anything, you guys can, where to find me at the culinary building. You guys can also send me an email. But again, I appreciated this class so much. This term was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys learned a lot. And if you guys ever need anything, you know where to find me. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend at Wine Festival. I will be there to see you guys. But thank you so much.